Good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming for our regular board meeting. Today is Thursday, September 25th, and this is the Laredo College regular board meeting, and it's approximately 6 p.m. I call this meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Esteban Rangel,
Present.
Jackie Levan Ramos, present. Tita Vela, Cindy Liendo,
Absent.
Erica Garcia,
Present.
Judge Martinez, Mercurio Martinez,
Present.
Adriana Alexander,
Present.
Lizzie Newsom, absent at the
Absent.
moment. Karina Elizondo, absent at the moment. Mr. Chair, you have a quorum, but I would like to make a motion for Cindy Liendo's absence. I'd like to make that motion before we continue with the meeting. Excuse me.
There's a motion to excuse Ms. Cindy Liendo. Is there a second? Second by Ms. Alexander and Ms. Benavides. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? Motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You have a quorum, sir.
Thank you. Public testimony?
None, sir.
Thank you. Can we please rise for our prayer and our Pledge of Allegiance? Ms. Benavides, can you guide us in a prayer? And Judge Martinez, can you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? Thank you.
Gracious God, we gather today with a shared commitment to the well-being of Laredo College. We acknowledge the responsibilities placed upon us to guide this institution and serve its students, faculty, and staff. Grant us wisdom and discernment as we make the decisions that impact the future of our college. May our deliberations be guided by your Spirit, leading us to solutions that are just, equitable, and beneficial for all. We ask for the strength and unity as we work together, and we thank you for the opportunity to serve this community. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Benavides and Judge Martinez. I'm going to go ahead and move to item 4, recognitions and introductions by Mr. Ruben Villarreal. 4A, introductions of personnel and personnel actions. I asked for our board members to wait. He's going to go ahead and call them out, and then right now we'll stand and take a picture with them. Thank you. Mr. Villarreal.
Good evening, Board President Rangel, esteemed members of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Ramirez, Vice Presidents, faculty, staff, and distinguished guests. My name is Ruben Villarreal, Public Information Officer for Laredo College. It's my privilege to introduce personnel updates that reflect our college's continued growth and excellence. As I call your name, please stand, and then when we're done, everybody will go to the front and get a picture with the board, okay? There might be some who are not present, but we're going to start with our new hires. Maria C. Benavides, Academic Advisor. Celeste N. Elizondo, Staff Assistant with Student Health Services and Wellness. Jesus E. Martinez, Instructional Assistant for Transportation Technology at the South. Juan T. Morales III, Diesel Engine Mechanics Technical Instructor at the South. Joshua A. Plasencia Ray, General Technician. Marcos A. Ramirez, Patrol Officer. Alonso Salinas Arriaga, General Technician. We have some promotions as well. Those were our new hires. Angelica A. Cabral, Intervention Specialist. Miguel E. Flores, Assistant Director of Continuing Education. Elizabeth M. Garcia, Technology Support Specialist. Alejandro Hinojosa, Institutional Data and Archival Solutions Analyst. Juliana Kelly, Associate Professor of Biology, Natural Sciences Department Chairperson. Jonathan P. Prado, Wildlife Education Coordinator. We have a reassignment, Rosario G. Ramirez, Instructional Assistant, Computer Sciences and Technology. We've got two reclassifications, Agustin Gomez, Television Production Specialist. He's here, but he's behind you all in the control room, so you can't see him. Another reclassification, Nelly A. Moreno, Senior Payroll Specialist. And under reorganization, Oscar Castillo, Instructional Assistant, Homeland Security and Emergency Management Studies. So congratulations to our new hires, our promotions. Now, if y'all can
Congratulations,
please
congratulations,
stand and
everybody.
go to the
Board
board.
members, if you could join me in the front so we could take a picture, please. Dr. Ramirez.
Yes, Jonathan is, he's in the back. He's in the court. I think you can, yeah. Hold on, there we go. Okay.
Okay. They want you up here?
Ven aquí. You'll be fine. It'll be fine. No pasa nada. We'll take the picture. Yes, sir. Yay. I know.
Buzz, yeah.
It's okay. It'll be fine.
Thank you all for your time and for your attention.
How's everything going, Russ?
Very good.
Here we go. Hello.
Congratulations to everybody.
Let's do this here.
I want to recognize that we have trustee Lizzie Newsom present. We're going to go ahead and move on with the agenda, board committee reports. We're going to start with 5A, Program and Policy Committee Report by Ms. Jackie Levin Ramos. Ms. Ramos?
Thank you, sir. Our Program and Policy Committee met at 12 noon on Monday, September the 22nd, all members present. We had 6 items on the agenda to discuss. Items 3, 4, and 7 dealt with House Bill 37 and the changes as a result of its implementation. On today's meeting, under consent agenda, we have the modification to Laredo College Board Policy BGC Local Administrative Organization Councils and Faculty Senates with adherence to the legal requirements of the bill. In under discussion and possible action, we will review and discuss number 4, the adoption of the amended resolution authorizing the continuation and ratification to the Faculty Council as recommended by TACC in the prescribed format. Item number 7, modification to the BD local and BD regulations will also be modified. And item number 5, prescribed in the Senate Bill 37, new training requirements for governing board members and will be discussed in information items. We discussed the Freeport exemption, and after some debate, we agreed to table this item for further review in the coming months. In addition, I advised the committee to set aside BG local board members' compensation and expenses and BBH local board members' convention conferences and workshops, as this item will also be tabled for a future meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'm going to come back to item 5B. I'm going to go ahead and go with 5C, Finance and Audit Committee Report. Ms. Ernestina Tita Vela. Ms. Vela?
We met on Tuesday at noon, and it was a very productive meeting. It really wasn't very interesting. Pretty much, we're doing very well financially. They reported that we had a good financial report from Mr. Cesar Vela. And then we went through some of the expenses that we're going to incur. Pretty much a lot of them are renewals. And I think two to me that are the most important or interesting is we're going to start digitizing all of our HR records. which is amazing. I didn't realize that we had them in boxes somewhere. But, that's going to be a big job, and that's going to be, once it's done, it's going to be awesome. We went through now that we're using the Kaizen Center a lot more than we have before for different functions, we are going to get a projector screen that we need in the audio for the Kaizen Center, which we all know is definitely needed. And I think the last one that to me meant a lot is that we're getting a matching funds grant on workforce, which is something that is near and dear to me, and also very, very needed here in the community. Oops, I'm sorry.
How are you using these drops?
Oh, yeah.
Go
So
ahead.
you're okay.
Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry. I guess they're not going to hear me on TV. Oh, they do? Okay.
You're good.
Anyway, that to me is awesome. And pretty much that's it. All of us were present, and, we had a good meeting. It was short, sweet, and to the point.
Thank you, Ms. Vela. I'm going back to 5B, the building committee meeting. Ms. Liendo is not present, the chair, but one of the trustees that sits on that committee is Ms. Adriana Alexander. She will be giving us a small little report. Go ahead, Ms. Alexander. Thank you.
Good evening. So the building committee meeting also met Tuesday, September 23rd at 12 p.m. So we met and discussed the performance contract with Johnson Control. We will be using the fiscal year 2025 operating savings to fund a proposed project. Approve a contract with Johnson Control, Inc. in the amount of $12,984,588. And I think that we all know that we have aging infrastructure. We need a lot of improvements to the college. So we're excited about the contract. And basically, that's what we met.
Thank you, Ms. Alexander. I want to thank Ms. Ramos, Ms. Vela, and Ms. Alexander for your reports. We're going to go ahead and move to item 6, informational items. We're going to start with 6A, student success reports. Dr. Ariasola and Ms. Trevino. Go ahead.
Good evening, members of the board. Jessica Trevino, Associate Vice President of Enrollment Management for the record. This evening, I will be presenting a short but a very nice enrollment update. But before I do that, I do want to make sure you save the date for our upcoming graduation ceremony or commencement ceremony on Friday, December 12th at the Sames Auto Arena. The times are yet to be determined, but the date has been set with the arena. Again, Friday, December the 12th. For the enrollment report this evening, what you are looking at is the fall enrollment report, fall 2024 to fall 2025. As you know, we are not done with fall. We are only almost 1/3 of the way. We still have 11 days left of registration to begin the second 8 weeks. So we are looking very promising for the second 8 weeks, but as of right now, we stand with a 3.76% increase from fall 2024 to fall 2025, with 11 days of hope still available for registration. Students who are enrolling only for the second 8 weeks, we have also an increase of 102 students from fall 2024 to fall 2025. We have hit the 1,098 students for fall 25, but again, there's still time for students to continue to register. Please note that the second 8-week enrollment is to date, September 25th of last year to September 25th of this year. This next couple of slides are actually an enrollment overview for the last 2 or 3 years. I did want to show you a fall to fall, a spring to spring, and a year to year comparison. And what you're looking at is a lot of hard work from everybody in this room and making sure that we all come together to show this enrollment increases that you're seeing here. This again is fall 2022 to fall 23, fall 23 to fall 24, and fall 24 to fall 25, which again is preliminary because we're not done yet. But I'm very happy to share that there has been an increase from fall to fall for the last 4 fall semesters that we've had on campus. So again, thank you to everyone who has contributed to the increase from semester to semester. For the spring semester.
I know. That is
Very
great.
good.
Thank you. For the spring semester, you only see 3 charts because we haven't hit or yet start spring 2026. But from spring 23 to spring 24, again, we did have a 9.18% increase. From spring 24 to spring 25, another 7.89% increase. So again, above the 5% increased goal that we are striving for. We hope that spring 2026 is no exception, and we look forward to opening registration around the same time we did last year so that we continue to have that date-to-date comparison. That's usually early November when we open registration for spring 2026. So again, we're very excited and looking forward to a successful spring 2026 semester. But again, 2 semesters of continued increases. And last but not least, I did want to show you an enrollment overview from year to year. This right here is unduplicated headcount. In the 2022-2023 academic year, we had a total enrollment of 12,701 students. From 2023 to from 22-23 to 23-24, we had a 4.34% increase at the 13,252 students. And the year that we just wrapped up and we submitted for approval for the coordinating board reports, which is 24-25, did once again show a 4.49% increase at 13,848 students in enrollment for headcount. So,
Congratulations.
so we're very excited and we look forward to continue with the increases. Do want to give credit to, of course, Ms. Maria Luisa Ramirez, who helps us put a lot of the numbers together, and Jorge Dimas for the creativeness of the presentation too. So questions, comments?
Before I go ahead and allow, great work, guys. Honestly, like, it shows on numbers, and it's just facts, and it's numbers. It's plain simple. And I think, like Ms. Trevino said, I think it's a collaboration of everybody. It doesn't matter who you are in this campus. It's just a collaboration from everybody because everybody puts their 2 cents into it. And this is great work. So Ms. Chair recognizes Ms. Benavides.
Yes, the same. I wanted to say the same. That I'm very proud of all the work that you all do. And I mean, I've been here for 3 years, and I see that in these 3 years, we have gone up tremendously, tremendously. I mean, so congratulations to everybody, because I know it takes everybody to make this happen. Good work, everybody. Good work.
Yeah. Thank you, Ms. Benavides. Anybody else? No? Ms. Trevino, thank you so much.
Thank
you
you.
for your hard work, ma'am.
Thank you.
6B, 2025 Community College Associations of Texas Trustees Annual Conference Report. Trustees that went to this conference was myself, Ms. Vela, Ms. Ramos, Ms. Liendo, Ms. Benavides, and Ms. Alexander. Ms. Ramos, can you go ahead and start?
Yes, thank you. The 2025 Community College Association of Texas Trustees Annual Conference Report. Those in attendance, Mr. Rangel already mentioned. We were provided with a blue book with innovative strategies and tools for impactful governance, along with a community college data advocacy toolkit for all who attended. This was an opportunity to network with trustees from other Texas colleges. There are 50 other Texas colleges across the state, and we participated in several breakout sessions. In addition, there were several plenary sessions that addressed governance, compliance, and risk, collaborating for Texas Future, the Tri-Agency Workforce Initiative, and executive storytelling, leading with purpose and persuasion. All the sessions provided a plethora of topics that interconnected our 50 colleges in Texas, and our board attended the various sessions throughout the conference. This year's theme was tactful trusteeship proved to be a success in providing trustees governance level strategies to strengthen our institution. And I think these conferences allow us to look outside the box and be able to learn from others, but also network and find out what other institutions of the same type of caliber are doing and are being successful at. And at the same time, we get to also show off because we do talk to other trustees and let them know what's helping us make our success at Laredo College. So I'm very proud of having participated in such conferences. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Ramos. Anybody else?
Yes,
Ms.
I'd like
Vela,
to-
go ahead.
One of the conferences one of the sessions I went and sat on, dealt with the mental health, which is very important to me. It's amazing what we have done. I think one of the thing that stood out the most is the fact that 41% of students are depressed and 36% have anxiety. That's wow. So, and then they congratulated me. I didn't know. We're one of the first cohorts in starting up and working with this. So I congratulate the counseling that has put a lot of work into this. That is one that I thought was very, very interesting, along with a lot of others. But that one I thought was, pretty interesting.
Thank you, Ms. Vela. Anybody else? No? Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Ramos and Ms. Vela. Item 6C, Foreign Trade Zone designations request. Dr. Ramirez?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just to let you all know that this month we had several requests for our free trade zone designation. There were Cargo Deck Inc., Cargo Quinn Inc., Carter Express Inc., Fernando Solis and Associates LLC, PG Distribution LLC, and Transmaritime Inc. All of these notifications came in, and we sent our responses to the city and to the organizations that requested it.
Any questions? No? Thank you, Dr. Ramirez. Item 6D, marketing plan updates by Ms. Ortiz and Ms. Santiana. I am being told that Ms. Ortiz would like to defer this for next board meeting. The reason for it is because tomorrow they have the launching of the marketing plan here in the Fort McIntosh. So they'll come back with the marketing plan and hopefully a little small report of how that little event turned out. Thank you, ma'am. Item 6E, Senate Bill 37, new training requirements of governing board members. Ms. Ramos, go ahead, ma'am.
I'm on a roll. Senate Bill 37, new training requirements for governing board members. As we begin our new cycle for the training requirements, I would like to acknowledge our board and the 100% participation in last year's training cycle. September marks the beginning of the next cycle, and we may begin taking those trainings once again to be completed by August of 2026. Please make plans to begin completing those trainings. In addition, House Bill 37, which I dream of at night, has provided us with 12 additional trainings. The content of the instruction at the training program shall focus on the official role and duties of the members of governing boards and shall provide training in the areas of budgeting, policy development, ethics, and governance. THECB, which is the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board, will be offering the EDGE Conference in December, where an opportunity to complete these 12 trainings will be available for trustees and regents. Please make plans to attend and/or prepare to complete these trainings online after the conference. A copy of House Bill 37 will be provided or has already been provided through your email, and we ask all board members to become familiar with the bill and its relation to the governance of public institutions of higher education. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Ramos. There's a little package here,
Yes.
board members, just in case if you have some questions on that. I do want to go ahead and congratulate and thank my colleagues for completing all those trainings. It was very important for our institution to submit 100% completion by us, so thank you. Ms. Bocanegra, can you go ahead and just send us an email with the trainings that are being offered online? So to all the board members, and if any of you want to come by here at LC, Ms. Bocanegra could coordinate to have, a computer, IT staff, and so that way we could get those out of the way. So thank you. Thank you, guys. Moving on to item 7, consent agenda. Chair recognizes Ms. Alexander.
I'd like to make a motion to approve 7A, 7B, 7C, 7D, 7E, 7F, 7G, 7H, and 7I.
There's a motion, there's a second by the judge and Ms. Garcia and Ms. Ramos. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? Ms. Newsom is against, and motion passes. Thank you.
Specifically with 7B.
Okay, because of 7B. Thank you, Ms. Newsom. Item 8, discussion and possible action. Item 8A, adopt amendment resolution authorizing the continuation and ratification of the faculty council. Dr. Tijerina, go ahead, ma'am.
Marisela Rodriguez Tijerina, Provost Vice President of Academic Affairs. Good evening, Board of Trustees, colleagues. I'm here to present an amendment to the resolution that was presented in the July Board of Trustees meeting. At that time, TAC, Texas Association of Community College, had not given us a template to use. And a month later, they created that. And in the spirit of all community colleges coming together to align on the same resolution, we're here to present the amended resolution that pretty much, as outlined in the policy committee meeting on Monday, of the details of Senate Bill 37 and why we're here, not because the Board of Trustees or administration wants to make any changes to the Faculty Senate, but we are mandated to make the changes in accordance to Senate Bill 37. And if you have a copy of it, it starts on page 8 at the very bottom. And we have to adopt a policy. We have to, and again, the membership has to change. The Faculty Senate that we had did not align with the requirements that Senate Bill 37 required. Now there has to be equal representation in the divisional delegations that Dr. Martinez had suggested, which Dr. Ramirez and we worked with him to ensure that that verbiage is on the resolution. And needless to say, half of them will be voted on by the faculty. The other half will be appointed by Dr. Ramirez. Now, the important thing of Senate Bill 37 is that only the Board of Trustees and only the Board of Trustees can approve the continuation of a faculty, well, let me rephrase that, establish it and continue a faculty senate or council. And that's why we stand here before you, because this resolution, these policies are so important. If they're not approved, then we can't move forward in creating the council. And our goal is to come back, hopefully in November, to present the procedures, the Constitution, faculty procedure manual, everything that needs to be modified in order to recreate or reestablish the faculty. Well, if you recall, in July, we had said we're going to call it the Faculty Council, so that way we don't get confused as the old Senate, Faculty Senate, not in accordance to Senate Bill 37. Yes. The Faculty Council would be in accordance to Senate Bill 37.
Thank you, Dr. Tijerina. Before we continue with the resolution, I just want to put, I know you mentioned it, but just put it out there. It's not us and it's not staff that is asking for this. And we have to pass this so we could continue with what we instructed staff to do, was to come up with a new council or senate, whatever. So I just want to go ahead and say that. So is there any other questions? Chair recognizes Ms. Newsom.
Thank you. And I want to make it clear also that even though what you all are saying is true, this bill doesn't give any authority, if you will, I don't even like that word, but to the board that we didn't already have, for the record, okay? And so I have questions. My questions are, have we, as a board, as it may be your department or Dr. Ramirez, collaborated with other colleges and seeing how they're doing it? Because there is language in the bill that there are some, gray areas, and other colleges. And the reason I'm saying this is because I have been collaborating I'm going to make it very clear, with nobody from Laredo College, nobody from Laredo even, not even my husband, none of the board members. I mean, they can tell you. I have been collaborating with other, on public, forums or chats, or there's like a Zoom. I've been logging on and collaborating with other people because I want to know what other colleges are doing, because I'm definitely not the type of person, or I don't want for anybody in this community, anybody in this college, any of the faculty, because the word abolishment right there, I think we needed to explain it a little bit more when you start talking about abolishing and the law and this and that. It really is, it was just, we needed to maybe restructure some things and, but to say it like that, it comes across as, what, faculty, if you already felt you didn't have a voice, well, you for sure don't now. And I don't want to be, and I want to put it on record that I don't want to be the person that is known as wanting to control things like that, or even giving any one person or persons, whether it be the board or the president herself or you and her or anybody, that control. I still believe in and again, I don't know if I'm going to do something wrong, so please tell me if I am, because no, okay.
If you
In
can,
some of the-
Ms. Newsom, if you can, Mr. Muir has a couple of comments based on some of the questions that you have. Do you want him to answer and go, so you can be answering questions?
Well-
Mr. Muir, go ahead. Or do you want to finish?
I was just gonna say this. I mean, I'd rather, have some of my questions answered in maybe in another manner, but there are different ways that we can still do what the bill is asking to do without it being in the way that it is written, the way it was written, that I was in an agreement with when we met this last time. And again, I'm getting this from other colleges. As a matter of fact, the one that I attended today was a TCCT, that TCCTA or that one, with their other attorneys, not Mr. Muir, lobbyists, colleges, and I just hearing and everybody posting and putting what they're doing, I just feel that we need to give ourselves that time to just do a little bit more research and do it in a way that we are inclusive of everybody and more collaborative with everybody. I think that we should be a collaborative organism. Faculty, staff, the board, the president, everybody is really one together, and that we should feel free, and so should everybody that works here, feel free that they can communicate any issues, any concerns, any ideas, suggestions, without feeling like their jobs are on the line. And that is a common, it's brought up. And that is something that I'm not for, because I don't feel anybody should work in a hostile working environment or feel that way. That's definitely not. And so I just think we need to come together. I would like to share the ideas that I've gotten from the other colleges on how we can still comply with this bill in doing it in different manners. That's where I'm going to.
Without being dictated upon, pretty much so.
It'll still be right, but it gives the faculty a little bit more of a voice, and it still involves the college president and the board, of course. And I mean, now it's kind of like we're the bad people, and that's why I wanted to say that at the beginning. What is being said is not something that we couldn't have done before. I mean, it's something I wouldn't have not want to do, but it's not. It's the law, and the board has to do it. No, we could have done it before. It's just not something that I just feel we need to come together, and there's better ways of presenting this to the faculty and the staff. And I did ask for some numbers, and I thank you, Dr. Ramirez, for sending me the numbers in such a short notice. I asked how many divisions there were, and there are 7 divisions, the largest being the academic affairs, with 47 departments and almost 300 employees out of the total employees. I don't have that number, but it is the majority. And so when you have the majority of the people that are, this is our future. These are the ones that are out there in the trenches. This is our kids, our life, our livelihood, our future. When you have the bulk in that group, I really feel that there has to be some more input, and there can be, without breaking the law or going against this bill. And so that may be for another time. But
Thank you.
I
Ms.
know
Newsom.
that we agreed that we need to revamp, absolutely, right? There's just some things that I think we need to revisit. The revamping, we already know we have to do, there's a deadline, XYZ. It's how we're gonna do it that I would like to discuss, maybe if we have to have a special calls meeting, I'm okay with that.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Newsom.
Thank you.
Mr. Muir, do you have a couple of comments?
Yes,
Based on-
and just to the board, as a whole. So the policy that you adopted just a moment ago, the items that are listed in there are taken from Senate Bill 37. So, and they reference Senate Bill 37. One of the things that we wanted to do was we developed that policy, and the administration took a look at a framework, and I said, let's reference Senate Bill 37. And I drafted language in there that says the procedures that are going to be documented must be consistent with Senate Bill 37 and the Education Code. So let's all, know that Senate Bill 37, and which has been codified in the Education Code, must be followed under the policy you've just passed. This resolution, my understanding is that no one with administration drafted it, that it was not prepared by them. I did take a close look at it. And what I see in this resolution is drafted by the Texas Association of Community Colleges. My understanding is that many college boards have adopted it. So they drafted it, circulated it. And as I took a close look at it, what I noticed was that virtually all the language in there is copied directly from Senate Bill 37. So you could, to just have a sense of comfort, right? And many people may have done this already, is take the Senate Bill 37 that you have here and just compare it to the resolution. It's consistent. And those are just the comments that I wanted to make so that the board has a sense of the bill.
Thank you, Mr. Muir. Is there any other comments? No? I'm gonna go ahead and allow Ms. Ramos to read the resolution. Ms. Ramos?
Resolution authorizing the continuation and ratification of the Faculty Council, whereas during the 89th Texas Legislative Session in 2025, the Texas Legislature passed Senate Bill 37, which was subsequently signed into law by Governor Greg Abbott on June 20th, 2025. Whereas Senate Bill 37 relates to the governance of public institutions of higher education, including review of curriculum and certain degree and certificate programs, a faculty council, training for members of the governing board, and the establishment, powers, and duties of the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board Office of the Ombudsman. Whereas Senate Bill 37 in Section 51.3522 of the Texas Education Code authorizes the governing board of an institution of higher education to establish a faculty council and sets forth the policy by which the governing board shall select its members. Whereas the Board of Trustees of Laredo College adopts the following policies in accordance with Section 51.3522 of the Texas Education Code. The Faculty Council must adequately represent each academic divisional delegation of the institution, and A, require the members to be faculty members, B, limit the number of members to no more than 60, with at least 2 representatives from each academic division delegation, including 1 member from each divisional delegation appointed by the Chief Executive Officer of the college, and the remaining members elected by a vote of the faculty of the members' respective divisional delegation. The Faculty Council is advisory only and may not be delegated the final decision-making authority on any matter. The Faculty Council shall represent the entire faculty of Laredo College and advise the administration regarding matters related to the general welfare of the institution. The Faculty Council may not issue any statement or publish a report using the institution's official seal, trademark, or resources funded by the institution on any matter not directly related to the Faculty Council's duties to advise the institution's administration. Service on the Faculty Council is an additional duty of the faculty members' employment, members of the faculty council are not entitled to compensation or reimbursement of expenses for their role as members of the faculty council unless the expense is on behalf of and approved by the institution of higher education. A member of the faculty council appointed by the chief executive officer of the college in accordance with section 1BI may serve up to 6 consecutive one-year terms and then may only be reappointed after the second anniversary of the last day of the member's most recent term. A member of the faculty council elected by a vote of the faculty of the member's respective division serves a 2-year term, staggered in a manner that allows approximately 1/2 of the elected members to be elected each year, and may only be reelected after the second anniversary of the last day of the member's most recent term. A faculty member serving on the faculty council may be immediately removed from the council for failing to conduct the member's responsibilities within the council's parameters, failing to attend council meetings, or engaging in other similar misconduct. A member of the faculty council may be removed on the recommendation of the institution's provost or equivalent of the institution's chief academic officer and approval by the chief executive officer of the institution. The chief executive officer of Laredo College shall appoint a faculty council president, vice president, and secretary from the members of the faculty council. The presiding officer of the faculty council shall preside over meetings of the faculty council and represent the council in official communications with the institution's administration. The faculty council shall conduct meetings at which a quorum is present in a manner that is open to the public and in accordance with procedures prescribed by the chief executive officer of the college. The faculty council shall broadcast over the internet live video and audio as applicable of each open meeting of the faculty council if more than 50% of the members of the council are in attendance. The faculty council shall adopt rules for establishing a quorum. The following shall be made available to the public on the Laredo College internet website not later than the 7th day before a meeting of the faculty council. An agenda for the meeting with sufficient detail to indicate the items that are to be discussed or that will be subject to a vote, and any curriculum proposals reviewed by council that will be discussed or voted on or at the meeting. The names of the members in attendance must be recorded at a meeting in which the faculty council conducts business. These policies may not be construed to limit a faculty member of Laredo College from exercising the faculty member's right to freedom of association protected by the United States Constitution or the Texas Constitution. Therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Trustees of Laredo College officially ratifies the continuation of the Laredo College Faculty Council, adopts the policies governing the Faculty Council, and finds that the Faculty Council meets the policies adopted by the Board and the requirements of Section 51.3522 of the Texas Education Code. Be it further resolved that this resolution be included in the permanent minutes of this Board adopted this 25th day of September 2025 by the Board of Trustees of Laredo College.
Thank you, Ms. Ramos. Chair recognizes Ms. Elizondo's present.
We make a motion to adopt the resolution as presented to the board.
Thank you. There's a motion by Ms. Ramos. There's a second by Ms. Benavides. Just keep in mind that we need this passed so we can continue with having another committee for the staff. So there's a motion. There's a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? Ms. Newsom is against. Thank you. Motion passes. 8B, Freeport exemption under Texas Tax Code 11.251 and Article 8, Section 1J of the Texas Constitution. Ms. Ramos.
Mr. Chairman, I would make a motion to defer 8B, the Freeport exemption under Texas Tax Code, for further review, and 8D, approve the modification to Laredo College Board Policy BBG Local and BBH Local for further review to another meeting.
There's a motion to defer 8B and 8D. Is there a second?
I'll second.
There's a second by Ms. Vela. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? Motion passes. Thank you. 8C, approval of modification to Laredo College Board Policy BD Local and BD Regulations Board Meetings. Ms. Ramos.
In 8D, we're seeking the approval, 8C, we're seeking the approval to modify the BD local for the meetings, the board meetings, and also the regulations. we're asking the board, as presented in the Program and Policy Committee meeting, that we modify the page 1 of 3 under the BD local, which is changing it to non-voting representatives approved by the board shall represent the respective organizations before the board, and tune for the BD regulation also to remove faculty senate report until we get the faculty council up and running. Modify Associated Student Government Association report to Student Government Association report, and remove the G classified staff organization report, as we do not have a classified staff organization formed at this time. So make my motion to make these modifications to BD local and BD regulation.
Thank you. There's a motion by Ms. Ramos. There's a second by Ms. Benavides. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? No. Motion passes. Thank you. Item 9, executive session, 9A.
8D.
We already
We-
deferred it.
we deferred it.
We'll both together.
Yes, thank you. 9A, closed session discussion with the college president pursuant to Texas Government Code Section 551.074 regarding the employment reassignment and duties of certain employees due to a reorganization. Do I have a motion to go to
So
the
moved.
second section? I have a motion by Ms. Ramos, second by Judge Martinez. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? No, thank you. Motion passes.
6:46.
And it's approximately 6:46. We will be going to executive session. Thank you. approximately 7:36, and we are coming back from executive session. No action was taken on item 9A. 10, discussion and possible action. 10A, employment reassignment and duties of certain employees due to reorganization.
Chair, I'd like to make a motion to accept the employment reassignment and duties of certain employees due to a reorganization.
There's a motion.
I'll second.
There's a second. There's a motion by Ms. Garcia. There's a second by Ms. Vela. All in favor? Aye. Motion passes. Anybody against? No? Motion passes. Thank you. Sorry. 11, President remarks and reports. 11A, campus police, personnel, and travel reports, Dr. Ramirez. And 11B, President remarks, Dr. Ramirez. Go ahead, Doctor.
Thank you, sir. Your campus police report is in your packets. As always, I do want to thank you all for approving the reorganization chart. I think we're headed in a really nice path, and we're making some great progress. As part of the president's remark, once a year, I have the responsibility to share with you the Title IX CEO report. And so we prepared some remarks for you, and so I'm going to read them. As president of Laredo College, I am required under the Texas Education Code to certify annually to the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board and to report to our Board of Trustees on matters relating to Title IX compliance. For the reporting period of September 1, 2024 through August 31st, 2025, I hereby affirm that Laredo College is in a substantial compliance with Title IX and the requirements outlined in the Texas Education Code, Title III, Chapter 51, Subchapter E2. As evidence of compliance, the annual Chief Executive Officer Title IX report will be submitted to the governing board. A public summary data report, as required, has been posted on the college's website. The summary report reflects that for this reporting period, there were no reports under this section 51.252 that resulted in investigations or disciplinary action, and no reports of employee failure to report under section 51.255. The certification ensures that Laredo College continues to meet its legal obligations to safeguard our community while upholding the highest standards of compliance and accountability. And I want to thank our Title IX coordinators, Ms. Raquel Peña, who's in the audience, and Ms. Veronica Cardenas, our HR Executive Director, who both are our Title IX coordinators on our campus. And so I also want to compliment the staff because they too are out training and facilitating with not only our staff, but with our faculty, the requirements of Title IX and when everybody needs to report and what needs to be reported. And so because I think of the work that's being done by our staff, we've managed to maintain our zero reports. Keep in mind that all of this is on our website. It is public. We do go over all of this with our incoming students at orientation as required by law as well. And so I do want to thank the team. They're doing an outstanding job. The implementation of Maxient has really helped to support our students ahead of time and identify possible or prospective situations before they even happen. And so that's all I have to report, but it is a requirement by law, but it's a happy report. So thank you. Thank you to the team. Thank you, Dr. Arrezola, for your leadership.
Thank you, Dr. Ramirez, and thank you, ladies, for the hard work that you do. Item 12, upcoming events, Friday, October the 3rd, 2025, 6 p.m., Laredo College Foundation Art Gala fundraiser event. Saturday, November 1st, 2025, 7:30 a.m., Laredo College 3rd Annual Golf Classic.
And then
Go ahead,
may I
Doc.
add one more? October the 18th, 2025, Fall Fest, sponsored by Falcon Bank at 5 to 9 p.m. at the South Campus. And our Laredo College Annual Golf Classic is also sponsored by Falcon Bank. And so I wanted to make sure we got that in.
What was the date?
For Fall Fest is October the 18th.
Yes. Go ahead and please say thank you to Falcon for the
Yes, sir.
collaboration, ma'am. Thank you. Item 13, next meeting, Wednesday, November 19th, 2025, 6 p.m., regular board meeting of trustees. Item 14, is there a motion to adjourn?
I so move.
There's a motion by the judge, Judge Martinez, Ms. Garcia, and Ms. Ramos. Do I have a second?
I will.
Second by Ms. Vela. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? No? Motion passes. Thank you all for being here. It's approximately 7:41.
Wow. That's good.